Welcome back, my dear students. Today we are going to continue paper 4 October-November 2023, paper 4 variant 2. We stopped last time in part 1 on question after question number 7. So today we are going to start from question number 8. He's telling me that the diagram shows two fair dice. Dice A is numbered from 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 6, and dice B is numbered 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4. So the first question, dice A is rolled once. Write the probability that it lands on the number 6. So as we see here, dice A, we have 6 options, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it is over 6, but the number 6 only appears once, so it will be 1 over 6. Then, dice A is rolled 150 times. Find the number of times it is expected to land on the number 6. As we did in the last question, we found the probability of number 6 is 1 over 6. So all we have to do that multiply the probability of 6 by 150. So 1 over 6 multiplied by 150 equals to 25. Dice A and dice B are each rolled once. So find the probability that the two numbers they land on have the total of 6. The sum of them should be 6. So I am going to do a possibility diagram for dice A and dice B. For dice A, I have, what is the options again for dice A? 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 6. And for dice B, I am going to write it vertical. It will be 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4. Then in each space, we are going to sum the two faces together. Like this, 1 plus 2 equals 3, then 2 plus 2, 4, 2 plus 2, 4, 4, 5, 6 plus 2, 8, and so on. We are going to finish the possibility diagram like this. Okay, now I want to find the total of 6. So how many times it appears 6? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11 out of 36. How did I get 36? Because 6 faces multiplied by 6 faces equals to 36, and it is in the simplest form. Find the probability that when the two numbers they land on have a total of 6, both numbers are 3. So out of this 11 total of 6, how many times the two faces were 3? So out of this 11, I have only 2 times. This 2 times here, 6 equals 6. Yes, and here 2 times only, there were 3. So 2 over 11. Now dice B is rolled n times. The probability that on the nth roll it is first lands on number 3 is 32 over 729. So find the value of n. That means I rolled and rolled and rolled a lot of times and it wasn't getting number 3. But at the end time, I got number 3 on the face. So what I have to do first, that I want to work to find this n equals to what? So if I want to get this, I will find the probability of getting 3, which is So see how many 3 here in this dice B, 2 times out of 6. So the probability of 3 will be 2 over 6, which is 1 over 3. And then the probability of not getting 3 will be 1 minus 1 over 3, which is 2 over 3. Why I'm getting the probability of not 3? Because I kept getting not 3 until I got 3 on the face. So the nth rule equal, this is rule, you have to memorize it, that the probability of not getting the required, which is 2 over 3, power n minus 1, multiply the probability of getting the required, which is 3. So the probability of 3 dash, the probability of not getting 3, power n minus 1, multiply the probability of getting 3, which is 1 over 3. Put them like this, multiply them, and the answer is given in the question, which is equal to 32 over 729. 32 over 729. Then I want to solve for n. So I will send 1 over 3 to the other side by division. So 2 over 3 power n minus 1 equal 32 over 729 divided by 1 over 3. Or I can write it direct, the answer. Here is this, and it will be equal 96 over 729. Now I want to solve for n. Instead of doing it, I can use the calculator direct and follow the steps with me doing in the calculator, because it will save your time in the exam. First, I have to write the equation, bracket 2 over 3, then go to the right and close the bracket, power, it's supposed to be n minus 1, but we said that any power, any unknown, we write it as x. So it will be, don't forget to write power, then alpha, this to be x minus 1, then equal, not pressing equal, writing equal, which is alpha, and this button, okay, equal 96 over 729. Make sure that you wrote it correct, then press shift, calc, 0, equal. So it will give you direct the answer, n equal to 6. Try to do it with your calculator, and if you have any problem with the calculator, just write in the comments that your calculator, and then I will tell you the steps. For the next question, question number 9. The diagram shows a sketch of the graph y equal 4x power 3 minus x power 4. The graph crosses the x-axis at the origin and at the point A. That means that the graph will cross x-axis, and crossing x-axis means y equal to 0. That means at point O, which is the origin, and at point A, y equal to 0. So if I want to find it during the question, I will find it by putting y equal to 0. Then differentiate the first question, 4x power 3 minus x power 4. How to differentiate? We have here y equal 4x power 3 minus x power 4. dy by dx, which is the differentiation. All I have to do is to do what? Bring the power down, multiply it by the coefficient, then subtract 1 from the power. So the 3, when I will bring it down, multiplied by 4, it will be 12, x power 2, then minus, the 4 will come down, it will be 4x power 3. And don't forget to write it in the space of the answer, like this. Then the next question is telling me B, finding the coordinates of B. If we look here he said that the B is the maximum point. And when we see that this maximum point means that the tangent of it is horizontal, and we have 2 points here where the tangent is horizontal, O and B, and the tangent is horizontal means dy by dx equal to 0. This is very important. Whenever you see a tangent horizontal, that means the gradient equals 0, so dy by dx equal to 0. So I am going to write the differentiation we got from the last question and make them equal to 0. Then take a common factor between them to solve for x. So I will take 4 and then x power 2, open the bracket, 12 divided by 4 equals 3, then minus 4x power 3 divided by 4x power 2 equals x equal to 0. That means that either 4x power 2 equal to 0, which x equal to 0, or 3 minus x equal to 0, which is x equal 3. So we have here x equal 0 and x equal 3. But if you look to the graph here, you will find 2 points where the gradient of the tangent equal to 0. 2 points where dy by dx equal to 0. Point O and point B. Both of them dy by dx equal to 0. But as we can see that x equals 0, of course, will go to point O, and x equal C, of course, will go to point B. So at point B, x equal 3. But we still have to find what? We still have to find the y. So all we have to do to substitute, instead of x, put 3 like this. It will be 27. Then go to the second question. Find the gradient of the graph at point A. I should find first the coordinates of point A to get the gradient of it. We said that if we want point A, we will put y equal to 0. So I'm going to get the coordinates of point A and substitute with it in dy by dx with the x. So I will put y equal to 0. So y here equal 4x power 3 minus x power 4. So I'm going to write it again. Minus x power 4. So 4x power 3 minus x power 4 will be equal to 0. Then take a common factor to solve for x. X power 3, 4 minus x equal to 0. So either x power 3 equals 0, which is x equals 0, and 4 minus x equal to 0, so x equal 4. So as we see here, that the graph intersects with the x-axis at 2 points, O and A. So of course, x equals 0, this goes to point O, and x equals to 4 goes for point A. So here I'm going to write dy by dx and substitute with x equal to 4. 12, 4 power 2 minus 4 multiplied by 4 power 3. The answer, if you calculate it in the calculator, it will be negative 64. Now question number 10. He's giving you A, B, C, D, E, F is a regular hexagon. DF, DA, DB are diagonals. Complete the following statements using 3 different triangles. Triangle DEF is congruent to which triangle? DEF. You have to follow the order of the letters DEF. So it is congruent to DCB, like this. So you have to write DCB here. And because of this hexagon is regular, we can name it by another name. Not only DCB, we can say BCD, both of them correct. But you have to write only one answer. Then triangle, which triangle is congruent to which triangle? You can choose any triangle also or name it any name. If I said DFA, like this, it will be congruent to DBA like this. So if I said DAF, it will be congruent to DAB. Both of them correct. Then question number B. B and Q are points on the circle of center with center O. TB and TQ are tangent to the circle from the point T. Complete the following statement reason in these two triangles, OBT and OQT. OB is equal to what? Because each is radius of the triangle, so of course OB equal OQ. Both of them, each of them is a radius. Then OT is a common side. Then angle OBT equal to which angle? OBT. This is equal 90 because this is radius and this is tangent, so equal OQT. So how to write the reason? We can say that because tangent is perpendicular to a radius. Then triangles OBT and OQT are congruent using the, which criteria did you use here? We have here side, and two right angles and the hypotenuse. So we have S and R and H for the hypotenuse, so it will be RHS. This proves that the tangents TB and TQR, these two are equal, of course. Next question, he's telling me that f of x equal this and g of x and h of x equal 3 over x, where x cannot be equal to 0. So find g of 3. What the meaning of g of 3? G of 3 means please remove each x and put instead of it 3, but inside the function of g. So go to the function of g and remove x and put instead of it 3. So g of 3 equal, instead of this x, I'm going to write 3. So 3 minus 1 power 2 equal 2 power 2 equals to 4. Then find f x minus 2. That means in the function of x, remove x and put instead of it x minus 2. Means instead of this x, please write x minus 2. So f of x minus 2 equal 1 minus 3, then open a bracket and write x minus 2 in the simplest form. So it will be 1 minus negative 3 multiplied by x, it will be minus 3x. Then negative 3 multiplied by negative 2, it will be positive 6. So we have to simplify it more. 1 plus 6 will be 7 minus 3x and put it here. Yes. Then find f of inverse x. It's not f power negative 1, it's f inverse x. So first write f of x. This is the first step. Follow the steps with me. 1 minus 3x. Then remove f of x and put instead of it y. So y equal minus 3x. 1 minus 3x. Remove each y and put instead of it x, and remove each x and put instead of it y. Means convert between them. So x will be equal 1 minus 3y. Now I want to isolate y or solve for y. So I will send 3y to the other side to be positive and x to the next side to be negative. 1 minus x. So I will write it again, 3y equal y minus x. Then divide both sides by 3. It will be 1 minus x over 3, like this. Next question. He's telling me in this question, hey, g f of x mean minus g of x multiplied by f of x. G f of x, he wants me to find a, b, and c. G f of x means take f of x and put it inside g. Remove this f of x, all of it, and put it inside, instead of x, inside g. So it will be open bracket, 1 minus 3x minus 1 all power 2 minus, open big bracket and write g of x multiply f of x in two brackets like this. Then we have to simplify this. So we have here 1 and negative 1. I can cross them together. So don't forget the negative. So it will be negative 3x all power 2 and the negative inside the power. Then 1 minus 3x. I will expand this first. It will be x squared minus 2x plus 1. Close the bracket. Then negative 3 multiplied by power 2, it will be 9, and x power 2, it will be 2. Take care that the negative will be gone by the even power. Minus, open the bracket and start to distribute the 1. Then after that, distribute the negative 3x. So it will be x squared minus 2x plus 1. Then negative 3x multiplied by x squared, it will be negative 3x cubed. Then positive 6x power 2 minus 3x equal 9x power 2. Then I'm going to combine like terms inside the bracket. It will be negative 3x power 3 x squared and 6x squared. It will be 7x squared. Negative 2x minus 3x, it will be negative 5x, and then plus 1. Close the bracket. Equal 9x squared. Distribute the minus, negative multiply by negative, it will be positive 3x power 3 minus 7x power 2 plus 5x minus 1. Now we can see that the 9x squared and minus 7x squared to be combined, but write first the highest power, 3x power 3 plus 2x power 2 plus 5x minus 1. Then go to the question here. It was 3x power 3, yes, plus ax power 2 plus bx plus c. So you can see from here that a equals 2, b equals 5, and c equals to negative 1. And the next question, page 17, find h of x minus f of x, giving the answer. So in the simplest form, so h of x will be 3 over x, then minus f of x will be 1 minus 3x, and I will make it over 1 and deal with it with the lesson of adding and subtracting rational expression. So I will cross like this the multiplication. So first we are going to multiply the denominators together, then x, then the upper left, 3 multiplied by 1, 3, minus, as it is, x multiplied by 1 minus 3x. So I will write x and open bracket and write 1 minus 3x. Then try to simplify the numerator. So it will be 3 minus x plus 3x squared over x. I will write it again, but I can order them from the highest power to be in the simplest form and write it here. And he said also it is single fraction, so I only have to write it like this. Then he is telling me now h of x power n equal 3x power 7. So all I have to do to remove each x in h and put x power n. So 3 over x power n equal 3x power 7, and this power n, it will be in the denominator, so I will get it up by negative, so 3x power negative n equal 3x power 7. This negative n, we can see it's equal 7, so from here we get n equal 7, negative 7, yeah. For question number 12, and it is the last question here. He's telling me that O is the origin and A 0.8 and 1, B 0.2 and 5, write as column vector OB. OB means the end minus the start. So it will be vector B minus vector O equal vector B, which is 2 and 5, minus O, which is 0 and 0, equal 2 minus 0, 2, 5 minus 0, 5, so it will be 2 and 5. Then AB, it will be vector B minus vector A, the end minus the start. So vector B, which is 2 and 5, minus vector A, 8 and 1. So 2 minus 8 and 5 minus 1. So 2 minus 8 equal negative 6 and 5 minus 1 equal 4. So it is negative 6 and 4. Then find the equation of line AB. Give your answer in the form y equal mx plus c. So first I'm going to write the points in front of me here to not get confused. A 8 and 1, B equal 2 and 5. Now I have to find the gradient first because he's telling me y equal mx plus c. So I have to find m and c. So m of AB, using the rule y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So it will be 5 minus 1 over 2 minus 8. So 5 minus 1, 4 over 2 minus 8, negative 6. Divide by 2 up and down, it will be negative 2 over 3. And this is the gradient. I can choose any point to work with. I will choose, for example, point A, which is 8 and 1. Now y equal mx plus c. I'm going to substitute with the point A, 8 and 1 in y and x. So 1 equal, instead of m, I'm going to write negative 2 over 3 instead of x, 8 plus c. Then 1 equal, multiply this together, it will be negative 16 over 3 plus c. Send it to the other side by positive. So it will be c equal 19 over 3, and then put it in the equation mx plus c. So m will be negative 2 over 3, x plus c, which is 19 over 3. Go to the, which is y equal mx plus c, to not get confused. Go to question number C. Find the equation of the perpendicular bisector AB, giving your answer in the form y equal mx plus c. So first, we got that m of AB negative 2 over 3, but he wants the perpendicular. How to get the perpendicular? Flip and switch. So when we flip, it will be 3 over 2, and switch the sign. If it is negative, make it positive, and if it is positive, make it negative. Now this is the perpendicular, but now he's not telling me to use AB, he's telling me in the bisector. Bisector means I'm going to use the midpoint as the point that I'm going to work with. So how to get the midpoint? Add the x coordinates and then divide by 2, and add the y coordinates and divide by 2. So it will be here 8 plus 2 over 2 and 1 plus 5 over 2. So it will be 5 and 3. Then y equal mx plus c. I'm going to use this point with the perpendicular gradient. So 3 equal 3 over 2, and then 5 plus c. So 3, multiply this together, it will be 15 over 2 plus c. Send 15 over 2 to the other side by negative. So c will be equal negative 9 over 2. So y equal mx plus c. And instead of m, I'm going to write 3 over 2. And instead of c, I'm going to write negative 9 over 2. So y equal 3 over 2x minus 9 over 2. For this question, the line AB meets y-axis at B, and the perpendicular bisector of AB meets y-axis at Q. Meets y-axis means x equals 0, where in the equation of line AB. So I'm going to write the equation of line AB, which is negative 2 over 3x plus 19 over 3, and meets y-axis means going to put x equals 0 to get the point B. So put x equals 0. So this will be negative 2 over 3x will be crossed, so y will be equal 19 over 3. So that means B equals 0 and 19 over. We can do the same way in Q, but in the other equation, which is the perpendicular bisector. So this equation, so y equal 3 over 2x minus 9 over 2, then put x equal to 0 and cross this term, so it will be negative 9 over 2, so point Q will be 0 and negative 9 over 2. Then he wants the length BQ. If he wants the length BQ, what should I do? Write the root, y2 minus y1 all square plus x2 minus x1 all power 2, and then substitute here like this. Yes, negative 19 over 3 power 2, then minus, it will be 65 over 6. 65 over this. This was the last question. I hope you enjoyed part 2 and wait for me in another exams. If you have any questions, just write it in the comments, and please subscribe my channel, and thank you so much.